Hi, I'm Lori, and this is my story of my experience with mental illness. I was always anxious as a child, real shy and quiet. And when I was a teenager, my older brother went away to college and he had a psychotic break. And he never really got better. And he ended up dying in something that we're not sure if it was an accident or a suicide, but it was really sad. But that had a big influence on me. And um, as I got older, I started having more problems that people would tell me, you should talk to someone. You're sad all the time. You got anger, um, that sort of thing. And I just thought it was their problem, not my problem. And it got worse to where I thought, if they had meetings at work on a day I wasn't there, that they were secret meetings and they were talking about me. And I would go to work and then I'd come home and just stay in the house and kind of peek out and make sure no one was there. And then I would go out and, get the mail or whatever. And then stay inside all weekend. Or one time I just kind of burst into song at work about how much I hate my job. And I got married somehow because I went to a video dating service where you look at VHS tapes and you see if you feel like you're compatible with someone. And I met my husband through there, and he's been very helpful and helped me to socialize and go out more. Um, and then I had a psychotic break when I was at work when I was 39. And um, I don't even know how I got home that day. I don't remember driving home. But it came on so slowly, and I kept to myself and was quiet, that no one really noticed except for when I talked to my sister on the phone. And we had experience with my brother. She's a nurse practitioner, and she knew there was something wrong. And she convinced my husband to take me to a doctor, and I started taking medication. Um, and I saw a psychiatrist, and I went to therapy. And I saw a different therapist at one time that coordinated with my psychiatrist, which worked very well. And he asked to hear my story, what it felt like, what I experienced when I was psychotic. And it was such a relief that someone wanted to actually hear my story, because no one had wanted to before. They would just kind of observe me or ask me, how my day was or how I was feeling right then, but they didn't ask what my thoughts had been like. Um, and I'm not sure if I was like really sick for a few years and I had like periods of insight, or if I relapsed a bunch of times. But I sometimes I was well and sometimes I wasn't well for a few years. I've been doing very well now. And I would think my therapist and other people I knew were sending me messages through the media. It was the best thing I can explain to it is like Truman's World, where I thought other people were acting and I was the only one that didn't know it, and I couldn't break through that fourth wall. And there was even product placement. And that lasted a long time. I got hospitalized even, and I thought I was there for deprogramming and research. And I thought they knew everything, or they just were clueless. And so I went through the hospitalization. They changed my medication. I still was as bad as, as sick as I had been when I went in. Um, and then eventually I got on the right type of medications and the messages went away. And then I felt lost because they had guided me. They had entertained me. And I felt really foolish that I had believed those things. And I still am not quite sure what was real and what wasn't real. But I have enough insight to stay in consensus reality and put it aside But every once in a while I wonder, well, I wonder if that really did happen. And I have a number of different coping skills. Mostly my issue right now is anxiety, so they're mostly aimed at stress reduction. And I've been married for 19 years. I have 2 teenagers and they're doing well. I do some volunteer activities and I'm stable and thinking clearly. I think that's real good. And my big thing now is I haven't worked in many years and I'm hoping to return to at least attempt to try to work. I've been sending out some resumes and letting people know that I'm interested. So that's my story. Goodbye.